welcome to a new episode of Review. Today we will take a closer look at a Boeing 787-8, the Dreamliner from Norwegian Air Shuttle, also known as Norwegian. And as always, we start off with the box, and here on the top we have the Norwegian branding, and then we have the cutout so we can get a glimpse of the aircraft inside. Then on the back side of the box we have a close-up of the vertical stabilizer. More on that a bit later, and then we have the original dimensions of the aircraft and a little bit more information about the aircraft itself. That's it for the box, so let's take a closer look inside. And here she is, the Boeing 787, the shortest version of the Dreamliner, the Dash 8, in the current colors of Norwegian Air Shuttle. Now I have to be completely honest here, I'm not a particular fan of the airline Norwegian. I think it has a lot of very big issues with its operational practices and how it has obtained its AOCs and so on. But that's a different story. But what I can appreciate is in fact the livery of the aircraft. And if we take a closer look at that livery, we have a highlight here on the tail section of the aircraft. Of course, the vertical stabilizer, which has an image of Thor Heyerdahl, a Norwegian explorer. And that is the concept of Norwegian with their tail sections, because on most aircraft they in fact have some famous people or some accomplished people, writers, explorers and so on from the Scandinavian countries. And that is an idea that I actually quite like. But we do of course have more details in the aircraft, and here on the fuselage we can see the Norwegian.com branding. We have the full registration code, in this case it's an Irish registered aircraft, and then we have the aircraft type specification and the Dreamliner branding. If we then move from the back of the aircraft all the way to the front of the aircraft, we can see along the fuselage again the Norwegian.com branding, and of course this red paint here in the front and the blue stripe. This is of course inspired from the Norwegian flag. Now, I've said it many times before, particularly when it comes to looks, I think the Dreamliner is one of the prettiest aircrafts out there at the moment, and of course one of the best parts of the aircraft are the wings. This very nice curve, I think that is really nice. And if we take a closer look at them, we can see here on the top we have some nice details, but also on the underside we have some nice details on the wings, including of course the full registration code once again, and we can also see on the fuselage how Norwegian has its Norwegian.com branding here, very nicely placed. Another excellent detail of the aircraft, and of course one of the best parts of the Dreamliner, are the engines. They look fantastic in real life, and they do also so on this aircraft model here, the engine nacelles. And if you look into the engines we can see the fan blades, which also looks very nice. And then last but not least, we do of course also have the doors to the cargo compartments, as you can see them right here. So here we have it, an excellent looking Dreamliner with a very nice livery. And with that we have reached the end of today's episode. If you have enjoyed, feel free to leave a like, that would be very nice. Or if you're new around here, why not hit subscribe, that would be absolutely awesome. And don't miss out on the next episode of Review, where we will take a closer look at an Embraer ERJ195 from Lufthansa, regional operated by Lufthansa CityLine. Until then, I would like to say thank you very much for watching, hope to see you soon again. I'm checking out, and bye.